Alright, checking out the SPX here after today's action on the daily chart first. Had a break below that 7,500 support point and tested down into the high volume node down here from, let's call it 73.50 up into 74.25. We're looking for 73.67, 73.90 for a solid back test, but we did close up the gap today, so it's really not necessary to make it any lower. We achieved what I would assume was the objective of closing this gap. We've tested down into a longer term high volume node, and the envelope is trying to issue it's issued a long, but it's not like a full buy. The thresholds for the buy involve core 1M above above the 17 threshold, as well as a VVIX threshold, and right now core 1M is sitting just below that threshold at 12. So until we see core 1M spike, it isn't going to offer the full buy signal. That's not to say that this isn't a long side opportunity. We see plenty of volume of support. We have a back test of the 61.8 and the 38.2 of multiple time frames. Envelopes issuing a buy off of the sudden move lower. So all in all, really, so long as price can recover the gap closure at 74.35, it sets up the reversal play back up and out, or back up higher to test the breakdown again. If you drill down into the 15, you see the same thing here. Recover the high volume node at 47.35. Clean up this poor structure that we set today. There still is that downtrend from the highs, so we would need to consider that once we get to it. But for now, this really does just set up the general range of the 74.35 up into 74.78, and possibly even that retest up here of the other high volume node that we broke down, and that back test of the downtrend in the 75.11s. So that's what I would be looking for, so long as we maintain this generalized price point from today's low. This does again give option to buy all the way down into the lower end of high volume node and the 61.8 of the trailing at 7,367. So just because even if we do have the slippage here at 70 or 7,400, there still is that below. The real question is, tomorrow's OPEX is SPX monthly, given we don't trade on Friday. So how much of the supportive volume that's been built out here are we going to lose through that OPEX process in the morning? That's the real question. We certainly know that there's going to be an unpinning of volatility, even with the higher volatility that we're seeing through this drop, because as we unpin tomorrow's SPX, everybody's going to go back out searching for inventory. And with the unpinning of the volatility, that really does leave us option to move all the way back up into 7,500, or if we do lose support range, ultimately you're talking about a retest back down into the 72.64s, and then even 71.22. But just given the build out of volume here, it'd be hard to say that we're going to break through this without a cause. So generally I would think that this is probably extension up before we see too much drastically lower. Hope everybody has a good day, and see you here tomorrow.